what attachments does this rack comes with? Comes with an ankle cuff, a short bar with a revolving center. Very handy. Single handle, a pull down bar. It's got a nice curve. You could probably do some kind of like an easy curl bar movement with it too. You could do a wide row. Chains. One about 40 centimeters, the other about 30 centimeters. Why do you need chains? Two reasons. Let me show you. So reason number one, if you're doing a tricep push down, you're doing really heavy weight, you have to muscle it down from there with the chain. You could just grab it in position. The second and most important option, see this carriage? This is gonna slide up. It's gonna bang into that pulley if I do something like pullovers. There we go. So I have to shorten my range. I can't do a full range pullover. However, into the chain. I don't have to muscle down the tricep anymore. I can start at the top of my range and work down. Also, pullovers, full range. Only got standard plates, don't worry. You just don't put on these Olympic sleeves. As you can see, there's the standard sleeve. And you can tighten this Olympic sleeve on with a Allen key. And yeah, if you have standard plates, you can still use them. First, this revolving bar, I'm going to be doing a seated row. You may find it easier to do it with the close grip seated row. Personally, I don't really like doing them on the floor too much because I've got big legs, my legs get in the way, and the triangle just doesn't do my legs any favors. With this bar, I'm not quite as strong. It doesn't feel quite as great, but see that? I can row low enough. If it was a single handle, it would be bashing into my knees. I actually don't mind that row. Now, sitting on the ground, it's not that comfy, but I can anchor my feet and pull to my full potential. The other thing, it's quite a bit lower than most of the rows that I've used at a gym. So, you know, obviously I can do a little bit more weight if it's higher. It's like I'm in an unfamiliar position. So next time I work out here, I'm gonna try this because I really feel it like yanking on my lats as I range. Squeezing. And next time I work out, I'm gonna try that one for a serious couple of sets. So here's my seated row. As I was saying, yeah, it's a lot longer. I have to open my legs. I have to pull up. I can't keep the cable horizontal because my legs are getting in the way. Another variation, you can do some single handle stuff. Or you can whack on a chain and you can do some curls. So most of the time when you're putting a bench into a pull down, you put it in this way. Obviously, you've got this monstrosity in the way, which is handy when you're training legs, but not for pull downs. So I'm gonna reverse it. I'm gonna sit on the tip of the bench. And perform pull downs like this. In regards to pull downs, a lot of people, they want something to lock their legs in, which is fine if you're doing a heavy weight, but for most people when they're doing pull downs, right, they're gonna complain that they're lifting up off the ground. But look, if I really park my backside down, yeah, I'm gonna be able to do it about body weight without moving too much. There's two ways you can do this leg extension. First one, you can entice yourself to use more of your rec fem, which is your middle quad muscle that attaches to your hip that actually doesn't really get hit when you're squatting. To perform this, I'm gonna lie right down. So this is an extension targeting the rec fem. The next leg extension variation, the traditional kind, the one that we're all used to. Now, because this is sort of on a pendulum, right, there's very little weight at the start of the movement. When it goes to horizontal there, then it's got the most weight. It's got true 10 kg. But as I go higher, the load lightens. So to counter that inconsistent weight, I'd strongly advise you to join a gym and use a cable leg extension machine. The cable leg extension machine is going to be consistent no matter what portion of the movement you're in. One other thing that I'll mention about this bench, when your bench has a leg extension, you can actually load it up with weight, lock your legs in, and you can do decline exercises without sliding off the bench. The last one I'm going to show you with this bench. Oh fuck. Make sure it's locked in. So as you can see with this rack here, to get in the perfect position for an incline for some people, the stabilizer is getting in the way. Positive with this rack, this back stabilizer is up off the ground. So if that's not the right incline height for me, I can adjust it right back and make it the right height. So who is this rack for? This rack is for a beginner to intermediate lifter who wants not only a squat rack, but other options such as a high cable, a low cable, a bench that goes on all different kinds of angles and has a leg curl and leg extension.